Hi guys, in today's video we are going to be taking a look at some very exciting news about a new Plants vs Zombies mobile game that is in the works. The game is currently being prototyped, which means it's in an extremely early state of development, but from some images and information we have received, it looks promising. So the initial leaks of this game were found through some Plants vs Zombies ads that are appearing on Facebook and probably other social media platforms, and these ads include an awesome image which is presumably a piece of concept art, as well as a link to a Google form which you can fill in and help PopCap with the prototyping process of the game. If you want to check the survey out, the link is in the description. As usual, just before we begin, remember to hit those like and subscribe buttons if you enjoy the content on this channel and want to help it grow. Anyway, let's get started. So let's take a look at this first image in a bit more detail. Overall, I absolutely love this image. The art style looks great. I love the use of colour. The image looks so vibrant, and the hazy washed out background really makes the plants pop. I love the really smooth and friendly vibe to the plants. We have simple yet detailed illustrations combined with realistic and soft lighting. It looks so nice. But what does this image actually tell us? Well, as you can tell from the costumes and the giant castle in the background, it seems like the setting, or at least one of the settings in the game, is going to be medieval. We have a Robin Hood pea shooter who may or may not have been using the walnut as target practice. We have a mage sunflower, which is possibly a reference to Merlin, and is definitely my favourite costume on here. The sunflower looks so adorable in that hat. Finally, if you look at the grass on the ground, you'll see that it's made up of two colours and looks very similar to the 5 grass lanes we are used to seeing on Dave's back lawn. So that's the first image. We'll now take a look at the survey before moving on to a screenshot of the game itself. So on the survey there are a number of questions, but only the first question really gives us a clue as to what type of game this is. So the question states, which of the following best describes the gameplay you would expect after seeing the above image? We then have 4 options: single player tower defense, player versus player PvP battle arena, multiplayer action adventure, and then of course other. Now, because of the structure of this question, it is likely that the game is going to be one of the 3 given options, or these are at least the types of games PopCap are thinking about pursuing. I think they'd have just given you a drop down list to select a genre you wanted if they were doing some more broad research. So the most obvious out of these options is multiplayer action adventure, and the only reason I say this is because the second image in the survey is an in-game screenshot, which almost definitely looks like an adventure game. So again, we have another really awesome image that I just love. I think by looking at the gargantuan, the game has more of that 3D Plants vs Zombies 3 look to it, but it definitely looks better than that in this screenshot. Now, from looking at this image, we can get a lot of clues about how this game may work. First off, we of course have 2 players, which suggests multiplayer. We have Nightcap and Pea Shooter working together to defeat this boss Gargantua. Then there is this thumbstick type movement icon, which you'll be able to move your character with, and you'll probably tap the screen to shoot. There aren't any abilities shown in this, but perhaps they will be a feature in the game, at least I hope so. Also, the layout of this screenshot gives us a clue about the gameplay and definitely suggests that this is an action-adventure RPG style game. So on the 4 sides of the map, you can see we have these paths that have little exits. The ones on the right and at the bottom appear to be open, the one on the left is blocked off, and then we have the top exit, which has a big gate, presumably being guarded by the Gargantuan, and if the boss is defeated, the gate will open and you will have access to a new area. So yeah, it seems like there is going to be an element of exploration where you can choose the path you take, which sounds really exciting to me. One final thing I have noticed is this banner. It has a symbol on it, but I can't work out what it is, so let me know if you know what it is. But overall, I have to say this looks really good. I'm very excited by what I've seen so far, and of course this is in a prototyping stage, so the game could change dramatically, which is always something to keep in mind. I'm trying not to get too hyped, as this all could change and it's probably a long way off, but it's difficult not to sometimes. The only thing I find strange is that this potential new game has come to light at a really weird time. Plants vs Zombies 3 isn't even fully out yet, although the general consensus of Plants vs Zombies 3 is pretty negative at the moment. I did a review a while ago and the majority of people said it wasn't great, so perhaps that has something to do with it, I don't know. Anyway guys, that's about it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think about this new Plants vs Zombies game in the comments below. I also just wanted to give a big thanks to MASTERLORD on Discord for sending me the images seen in this video and making me aware of this awesome piece of news. But other than that, remember to subscribe and I shall see you in the next one. Okay, thanks guys. Bye. Bye.